Good afternoon, plant lovers. While I was at Asda this morning, I realised that, and I've never seen this before, that they have some seedlings of vegetables. They had winter gem lettuce, as you can see. They had purple sprouting broccoli, and they had spring onions. And if you have a look, there's two per module here, so that's two for there's 16 lettuce plants in here for £2, which is not actually bad at all. Now, if I was to get the 3 for £5, it would have been even more better value for money. But anyway, what I'm going to do today is plant some of these up straight away. I've just pulled out one of my tomato plants, which looked like it was dying back. That one's still pretty healthy, so I'm keeping that one. So I'm going to put some of these in. I'm not sure how many. I'll check what the spacing is. Let's have a look. Let me just see if I can pull it out. Ignore my plaster at my hand. Okay, so it's saying that you need a cold frame for it, which I don't have, but I'll probably buy some horticultural fleece. What does it say? It doesn't give us any spacing requirements, but they don't spread out too much, so I'll probably put them as close together as I can, seeing as my space is small. But this is a winter gem. The reason I decided to pick it up is because I'm waiting for my seeds to come through, and I feel like it's getting a little bit late, and these are already quite well established, so I just thought, you know what, go for it, why not? So let's get this planted. So recently the channel My Bangla Garden put out a video saying that the secret to his big vegetables and good harvest was organic chicken manure. So the first thing I did was put some chicken manure in this very small bed just to help prep up the soil. And now my space is really small, but I'm just doing the best with what I've got. Hopefully for next spring I will have more growing space, but right now you work with what you have. As I said before, the great thing about these lettuce plants was that there were 2 per module, so when I was taking them out of the modules, which by the way is really difficult, I really struggle getting plants out of the module trays. Let me know in the comments if you have the same problem. But I really, really love the planting process. I just find it so therapeutic, and it really helps you to practice mindfulness because you are so in that moment, you forget about everything else. So the plants are looking a bit sorry for themselves here. They look slightly wilted and quite unhappy, but hopefully they'll perk up in a day or two. Okay, so the next stage was to attempt to protect these young plants. So I just used some leftover cage wire that I had from the tomato plants. Then I laid over that some garden mesh, and I pegged it down with those black pegs that really went into the soil and helped to keep everything in place. So it's a couple of days later, and I've just peeked under the mesh, and the plants look like they've started to perk up and are looking a lot happier, so it's good news. I finally got my winter density lettuce in the post, and as you can see right there, it says you can sow up to September, and we are currently in early September, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is, as you can see, a winter hardy crop, so ideal for a autumn sowing. Okay, let's get sowing. Just going to press the compost in a bit. So that the seeds don't move around. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to water this. Okay, it's all been watered. I'm just going to move that out the way. Oh, these are a lot of seeds. There's the seeds. So what I'm going to do, I am going to plant 4 per cell, with the hope that at least 2 germinate, which will be pretty cool if they do. 2, 3, 4. Oh God. Uh-oh. A bit of a disaster. I've just dropped half the seeds in there. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to roll with it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cover up the top with a thin layer, or semi-thin layer. Make them a bit. Last but not least, all that's left to do is label up. And hopefully, in time, it will be salad all round. Thank you so much for watching, and take care until next time.